probably vassalize them peacefully. It's only four base stacks. I think I could do that. Goodbye, Corn. I wonder if I could diplo-vassalize Northumberland. Probably not. 6 base tax is a little bit much. I look forward to Meath falling so I can finally select the... Oh, Aragon, you beauty. Yep, I'll be having Meath. No doubt about that. Might as well take my claims. This is a claim war after all, and wasting away with this no aggressive expansion malarkey. Come on, lads, I need to take back my country. Jake, where are your Tyrone Nats? I don't know, speak to England about that. Where indeed are they? Well, this has been one hell of a war, but I've had one hell of a time. It's probably more important to take Cornwall doesn't actually matter at all. In fact, none of this garbage matters that much anymore. My only issue is that England will spring right back from this. They're going to have 0 war exhaustion at the end of all this, because if you take large amounts of war score from someone, they get double that reduction in war exhaustion. So if you take 10% war score from someone, they'll lose 20 war exhaustion. Or sorry, 2 war exhaustion. 10% war score taken means a 2 war exhaustion reduction. Man, it's getting late. Words, man. I'm a Scot, I don't know English. Oh, I do get complimented on my English from time to time, which is kind of funny. We are not within the peasant war requirements. You know, you might have wondered why I'm not getting any negative events. Well, you see, I'm winning the war, so I don't get bad events from high war exhaustion. Very nice of the game to have that little caveat in there for you. Alright, England, if you want to go bankrupt, now is the time. I mean, face it, I don't have to come out of this war. I'm having Gwyneth, though. And I'm having your money. And I'm having my bloomin' land back. Man, those Irish are really gonna want to revolt. I should probably focus on the more expensive province. Ulster being the main one. I don't think we need to keep these war thingamajiggers going. Jake, delete their navy. Actually, I'm kind of glad they still have a navy. See, 10 heavies is not free. You gonna tell me how much it cost in upkeep? 0.3, so he's paying like 3.9 ducats a month for all those boats. And pretty soon he's not going to be making that money. This is the life. No real point in all this. I could probably speed forward since things are going well. Cruelty of mercenaries, well, oh man, mercenary cost. Do I really use many mercs anymore? There's one there. Yeah, we still have quite a bit of them. That's fine, we can have unrest. It's only English land after all. Jake, take war reparations. Yeah, you're not wrong there. It is a nice bonus to income, but I really need to destroy England. So Glamorgan is quite the important thing. It's a tricky one. I want both. Perhaps if I take slightly less money I can afford Glamorgan. You cost only 14, so yeah, that actually works out beautifully. But I still want to see if I can bankrupt a bloomin' English. Oh, man. I'm wondering if I set any of these objectives that are perhaps conflicting with what my friends are thinking. No? Oh well. Still, I have never seen an AI be happy to stay in a war like this for so long. He just refuses to peace out. Also, the AI does not get call for peace. Works great for me. Jake, there is no reason not to sit on England until they bankrupt completely. It's unlikely that they'll really bankrupt all that quickly since they, what am I trying to say? They'll probably delete their navy and then we'll have to wait ages until they do go bankrupt, which isn't ideal. A more ideal situation is to leave them with one province where they keep making units, but that one province will keep giving them income, so ideally it would be a crappy province. You know, like Cornwall. Or Glamorgan. But, they would take them so long to recruit it, it's probably just better that I do what I'm doing right now. Alright, Essex is down. Goodbye, Mercs. Thank God. Let's try and actually generate some cash. Our control of the English Channel trade node here is going to give us boon dollar, all things considered. Alright, anyone that's a merc, it's time to go. Your time in my army is over. One there, and one there. Which means, where are you? Yeah, you're both horses, so... Horses stick there, men... Make your way to Lancashire where I'll split you up. Jake, how many years ago did the war start? This incredible war started 11 years ago. And for the first 3 years it really looked like Scotland was going to die. But Scotland did not die. Heroes live forever, but legends never die. Jeez. And with this, finally, down to force limit or near enough. We're at force limit. No mercs. We're making 5 duckety-doos a month. No war taxes, no nothing. Just straight up being good. Oh, so much for making money. Thanks, game. Arthur Collier. 3 fire, 5 shock. Denmark, why? Why would you do this to me, Denmark? You are not going to win that war. And I can't really involve myself in a war like that. So you're on your own, but don't mind me because Orkney looks kinda nice this time of year. Can't get bogged down in an alliance or two like that if the Danes aren't, if the Danes can't get it together, it's not my problem. I should seek out some stronger European alliances though. It's high time that I got a good bit friendlier with Burgundy, because when I need to discombobulate France, and I will need to discombobulate France, and that'll be what I do. Did I make a decision about Cornwall or not? I said I'd release them, not take them, right? But if I took them... I could fabricate claims on Brittany, which will put me at odds with France, which would be pretty useful. I mean, I was going to say they're friendless, but that wouldn't matter. because Austria is never, I was going to say never going to get access to France, but they would. Because for whatever reason France is friendly towards Austria. What? But why? Okay, but this is still a question. Do I take Cornwall and make a claim on Brittany or not? Jake, weren't you going to give Castile a chunk of French land? Well, they don't actually mind if I don't, so there's no real necessity in doing that. Also, it sure would be nice to get my land back. Really, really nice. Nice. Jake, take Cornwall to... You know what? The English can have those reps. I'll give them something to think about later on. Notice that I got a little chunk of manpower from that. Right, is there anywhere that's suffering from unrest? That's you. I'll get some units up there to lower the unrest so I don't have to worry about Scottish peasants. At least before all the other problems start, and there will be problems. There's always problems. Cornwall will be a pain for rebel suppression, Jake. Save it for next... No, I mean I would take Cornwall, fabricate this claim, and then instantly release Cornwall, or sell it to Wales. Pardon me. Probably release it so I have double the fun against England next time. England just halved the size of their fleet. I think they considerably less than halved it. They eradicated it. England is on the verge of bankruptcy, and you know what? There is no necessity for me to Norway broke free. Nice. Okay, unfortunately, since I'm not paying my troops, we don't get the full reduction, but I can afford to fully pay my troops now. Well, what I should do is completely get rid of the Scotch peasants. This is just a little too few. But I can afford advisors. Sadly, there is not the advisor I'm looking for. Actually, none of these advisors are particularly what I'm looking for. I'll take you, though, because you cannot underestimate morale of armies. Do I really want you, actually? Well, why not? Money's just going to waste otherwise. Jake, why have you not pieced out yet? They would take anything. Yeah! Achai Maloons. England falls today. I'm gonna go and take a quick water break whilst I dance to myself. Dance a little dance that only Scots can see. well, that was hugely satisfying. The question is, what now? Well, we may as well peace out with England. There isn't really much more we can take from this. We are making boondollar out of this war now. But it is high time that we got our economy and our country in general back in shape and ready to crush the France. So, what do we do? I really would love to just release Cornwall, since it's aggressive expansion free to do that. And I mean, looking at this, what? Glamorgan suddenly got a bit more expensive to take. 14 became... Oh no, it's the money that I have is suddenly too much for England to take. The aggressive expansion here is pretty heavy going, but you need 30 aggressive expansion to join a coalition against someone. And France is actually quite happy with us. So there's no hurry to do that, so I don't have Cassis on you. Castile's actually pretty happy because I'm taking provinces from their rival. So I either release Cornwall or I take Cornwall. Astonishingly, it's cheaper for me to take it than release them. This game sometimes. There's also the slight idea that I could release Northumberland, but I would actually like some base tax for myself. How's that look then? We take Meath and core it. We core these two as well. We fabricate a claim on Brittany, and we... Yeah, sure, why not? We're going to be horribly revolting and all that, but what you going to do? But we will wait until we are slightly more secure to do that, and by slightly more secure, I mean taking care of this. The Highlands should not be allowed to revolt like this. The thing is, when we... Whoa, why are you so angry? War exhaustion and autonomy? Oh yeah, I decreased autonomy on you ages ago, didn't I? You're still a little peeved about that. The Highlands is going to be revolting shortly. And I would need 2 units to go and take care of that. I think we're going to need the help of mercs before long anyway, so we will stick a merc there. Heck, we will even create another merc. Keep them men-at-arms though. The reason is I'm going to get overextension from this upcoming peace deal. And I would rather have no Scottish peasants, because you know what happened last time we had Scottish peasants? We lost 20% of our everything, and 50 prestige. Jake, release Wales and sell them Cornwall. That is an idea, but I'm thinking I would get more out of having Cornwall as a vassal. More punching power against England, because England with this is still very powerful. Heck, England with this is still very powerful. Holds true for modern day England as well. And then again, maybe it would be better just to have Wales as one entity. Yeah, starting to think that might be a better idea. Okay, so each month the now they're heretics, they're ticking down, the Tyrone nationalists are ticking up. That's going to be fun. Pretty much going to instantly have to deal with them one way or t'other. Oh, thanks, Castile. Why now? What? Why would I end this war? Why would I ever end this? Oh, national unrest -1. I want it, but I also want to pay down my war exhaustion a bit. No, we're gonna have revolts anyway. Might as well just embrace it. I'm trying to take it. I only need 33 dip for this, so that's okay. Gotta get that colonial range, you know. And England could enjoy their bloomin' heretics. Alright, let's do it. So England pay us money, give us loads of land. We enjoy quite a bit of aggressive expansion, but I mean we'll be chilling off after this pretty hard. That's alright by me. Nobody really cares, it's just England. There's only one province that we're taking here that isn't a claim, and without it, that doesn't make too much difference. It would be kind of funny having England and France against us, but what are they going to do? Well, that was kind of funny in a not funny at all sort of way. Maybe we can go to war again and have this all sorted out. Tyrone nationalists. What if I release Tyrone? I wonder what they'd do then. Tyrone's going to get cores on all of this. Okay, well now we have a bit of a problem, but that's alright, problems can be solved. Let's fabricate a claim on anything we need here. More would be a nice start. Consider... Wow, we only got 16 power projection from all that. Yeah, Norway is now our new rival. Well, let's go and tank that manpower of ours. Create Wales. Get these cores going. And they're going to revolt anyway. So maybe I should wait for the cores. Especially since they're 60% more expensive. Yeah, I think we will wait ever so slightly on them. And Cornwall also. But I need my diplomat back. Castile no longer sees England as a rival is troublesome for us, but not too badly. Took provinces from a rival. Goes away in 15 years. Okay, so I'm going to sell you Cornwall. It doesn't really matter the price. You can frankly have it for all I care. I wouldn't mind the money, but it's probably better in your pockets than mine. But before I give you Cornwall, I am going to reduce its autonomy. Notice that it increases the revolt risk. Notice that our revolt risk has gone away. Oh, you got 75 autonomy on it anyway. Oh, you increased the autonomy. Well, you do as you please. We have revolts to crush here. Thankfully, Arthur is still alive. And also, thankfully, we still have Dosh. So let us continue to hope that Arthur stays alive. Make use of our increased force limit. Oh, yeah, massively increased. And let's go and crush some Irish skulls. Now, as a vassal, they're not seeing much in the way of liberty desire. I want to get into France's pants in a way here, because they're the last person I want starting a coalition against me, especially if they get joined by England. Now I have no doubt that I'm going to be able to crush these rebels, but it won't be pretty. Of that I am certain. It's going to be equal parts expensive and unpleasant. So is there any opening into Meath? No. Any opening into Leinster? Of course not. And finally, river crossing penalty, whichever way you cut it. And I'm not about to invest in another general. Not for 50 mil, I'm not made of points. The trouble is our prestige is so low that our morale is going to be hurting, thankfully. That's why we bought ourselves an army organizer. Is that what it was? Yeah, so that gives us 10% morale, which offsets, and in fact increases our morale compared to what the prestige does. However, guess who's also going to get that bonus? Yep, it's our good friends the nationalists. Thankfully we have the perfect numbers for attacking these guys. So let's do this. As long as we don't get incredibly bad rolls, we should be good to go in destroying these guys. And we're going to do it relentlessly. Morale damage is based on maximum morale, so as long as our troops actually are on the front lines and aren't completely dead, we'll be okay. Always, always take it. That inflation is hurting us, so let's throw a bit of it down the toilet. So I don't mind this strategy so much when you actually have a touch of money, and even better some manpower, just lower autonomy. What are rebels going to do? Rebel? That's all they can do. Alright, that's what we're looking for. Pretty much, yeah, all of you come together. The important thing was to keep the cavalry out of the front line since they are expensive. If you're a merc, also bunch up. We're going to need you for a while. And we have English patriots to look forward to. Might as well defend in the woods. Oh yeah, there is Meath. Don't want any revolts going on there, so we're just going to increase it. And hopefully Leinster want to revolt as well. War exhaustion is no joke. Alright, there we go. Even cannot? Ah, they'll see the light soon. One bit of paying down my war exhaustion should be good enough, but I don't want to settle for that. Someone is commenting about ships to explore the Seven Seas. Well, it would take a long time to do, but you know, why not? Actually, forget making them there. We'll have them over here. Alright, you know what? I'm expecting some English revolts, so let's just decrease autonomy, because that's the way I roll. As I said before, what are they going to do? Revolt at me? And the revolts can at most be my force limit. Each. Times overextension. So we shouldn't see any Irish rising up. I'm sure my war exhaustion will tick away before this becomes an issue unless I get a stab hit. The heretics, they are in Highlands, aren't they? Again, not a problem. We have what we need against Brittany. Will our good friends help us? Or will their good friends not help? Oh, come on, Castile, there's no need to be such a Debbie Downer. Yeah, they'll see the light soon enough. England. Make an alliance so I can destroy you again. Why Austria? Wouldn't be an issue at all if you weren't chummy with France. It's as good a time as any, Burgundy, trust me. Ravage them. Jake, at what point do you think inflation becomes a problem? Should you always keep it below 1%? That's a good question. My rule of thumb is always try to keep inflation below 5%, because 5% is a trigger for an event that gives you +1 inflation. And you really don't want that. It just compounds the problem. You may as well keep it down. So if it gets above 5%, I pay it down, unless I'm in a situation where money is pushed to the limit and I want to reduce inflation to take care of that. But those times are kind of rare. So, as it goes, I don't think we're going to have any coalition problems. Just in case, we'll take care of you. And I also would like to deal with you, but the Danes are... Get bent, France. You're going down. I should have fabricated a claim on you as well, but I'm sure we'll come to blows over the Bretons. The Bretons who I am totally vassalizing as soon as I can. Okay, this is kind of good. Austria getting involved in another war will take their eyes off Brittany, hopefully. But I still need these English to rise up, and they don't want to, for whatever reason. I'm starting to think I might as well just core the blooming land so I get some income from it. I mean, they're going to delay the coring, but they're not going to stop it. These are just English we're talking about. Jake, what mercantilism... Oh, sorry, what mechanics let rebels spawn when you declare war or get an increase in overextension by piecing out? When someone occupies land, the rebel ticker kind of builds up and gets transferred wrongly. is my suspicion. It's not a suspicion that I have confirmed, but it's something I'm keen to get fixed. You know, I don't have intricate knowledge on everything in the game as much as I want to. Oh, it feels so good to be making money. Okay, pretty much all of my positive income is coming from subsidies. I hope they don't cancel those. Son of a gun, how did you get such a big revolt with no unrest? I don't have any boats to take care of that, but I suppose I'll have to fix that, won't I? $5,000 should be plenty, but 6,000 would be plenty more. Those are cannons. They sink. Jake, how long will the stream go on for? I'm kind of in the zone and feeling good about having destroyed England, but maybe I should let it be. Tell you what, we'll call it a day at the turn of the hour, so we'll give it 10 more minutes. Don't think much will happen in those 10 minutes, but it's just a good round time to finish it off at. I know I didn't really announce this campaign ahead of time, nonetheless. The turnout for these streams kind of frightens me. You're telling me it's Thursday night before May Day, well really it's May Day morning, and there are 763 people with nothing better to do than watch me play a Western tech nation? It boggles the mind, but hey, if you're enjoying it, then more power to you. Now, I have not actually used the new exploration mechanics at all, because I haven't wanted to. Oh, this is bad and worse. We're actually going to lose this stability since the legitimacy is too important to lose right now. Like, we're already losing it. Kinda glad I got that national epic now. It's probably saved me quite a bit of prestige over the time. Prodiful says, "Trust me, Jake, I have plenty better to do, but can't resist." Jake, how was the MP game with the Paradoxians? They fight dirty. Especially the Ottoman player. I've never played with someone so dirty. What happened to the Welsh peasants? Jake, it's not a holiday tomorrow here. Well, sucks to be in your third world country. Alright, the English patriots are on their way. May as well tech up whilst we're at it. May as well up everything while we're at it. It's only admin. I don't have land to core just yet. What I should also be doing is fabricating more claims on the English. Not sure it's worth my time doing Northumberland. Actually, no, I'm never doing Northumberland again. Those aristocratic taking sons of guns. Yeah, let's try and get you inside us as quickly as possible. Forget about you, Brittany. It's the third or the fourth one, isn't it? It was the second one. Somebody out there was telling me to have Wales as a good old vassal. Sell them Cornwall, but I should have remembered. Claim Derby, sure. There was something else somewhat important I was meant to do and I've forgotten. Oh well, let's just take this instead. Get a bit more... No, please, I need that money. Could also do with a merc or two, since I want to be able to flank and not take too much damage. Take men-at-arms over longbows any day, they're a bit more balanced. Okay, next month we get some English patriots. That's right, the highlight of the stream. Oh boy, some rebels. Jake, everyone takes aristocratic ideas in the English Isles. Even Scotland? Man, what a terrible day to be English. Trouble with England is that it's full of the English. And their peasants are revolting. Mind you, my English patriots just refuse to rise up. It's horrible. I actually want them to rise up right now so I can beat them down savagely as if they were Irish. But they refuse. Speaking of the Irish, those nationalists will degrade naturally. They won't have enough to rise up on their own. And the heretics, same problems, just the Highlands. Nothing to worry. Yeah, that's what we were waiting for. So the reason we stuck ourselves in Cumbria is so they get the -1 terrain. Also, when you catch rebels on the day they spawn, they have far lower morale. And we can do this with Lancashire as well. Might not be worth gunning them down, actually. Might be more in our interests to wait it out. But who pays attention to rubbish like that? Let's fight. This might not have been my smartest idea. In fact, I'd go so far as to say it was a terrible idea, but the Welsh are willing to help us out. Thanks a bunch, Wales. If you're not a horse... Oh man, actually I can't really afford this situation. What do I do now? Alright. Mercs scrunch up everybody else. Take root. Wasn't enough to stop the English patriots because I also reduced autonomy. So unless I somehow get rid of all that war exhaustion, it's still an issue. Greetings from Kirkcaldy, Fife, Scotland. Well, thank you, Derngy. If you didn't already know, I hail from Moray. Alright, getting rid of that overextension. Another lovely reduction to war unrest, as it is now known. And our boats are ready, so... I did have cogs up here. Let's go and help Wales out. It'll make them like us more. And you folks, since nothing else is going on, get those North Sea ducats. Glorious. France, you may not have an alliance. I want you out of my face. Brittany, I want to be firmly in your face. Don't know what those peasants are going to try and do, but... We're not going to take any attrition there, so I'll just send people that don't really matter over there, and definitely without my general, since he does not deserve death right now. He's served us so well. James Stewart kind of deserves death, but we'll let him be for now. Take Orkney. Yeah, that is actually something I want to do. I mean, what are the Norwegians going to do about it? Well, potentially sail over and kick my ass. I can't really afford war right now since my war exhaustion is through the... Oh! They have 3 heavies. That's not something I can deal with right now. Jake is not going to ally France and smash them into Austria. No, you know my policy on allying France. Just straight up no, man. Right, they got a mission to recover Calais, which is beautiful. Because it means Brittany is kind of free for us to do what we want with them. Now, the tricky thing about this is that Castile and France are at each other's throats, so they won't be giving military access there. But Austria will undoubtedly get military access through France. Why do I say France now instead of France? Too many friendly folk. The Austrians can make it over. But the Austrians are involved in a war. Not a big war, but still a war. Will it ever be enough to stop them helping Brittany? No. No, it won't. I still want to fight Brittany, though. Their time will come. Jake, take the Old Alliance mission for +1 stability. That would be nice, but I need 150 relations with France, and that is something I am just not willing to take an alliance for. I have a policy, and that policy is do not ally France. We'll see how long we can stick to it. Yeah, I'm kind of pushing it a bit hard. One day I'm going to be forced to ally France, and they'll just be like, you said you wouldn't ally France, and I'll just go, yeah, well, what you gonna do? Jake, good afternoon. I hope you're doing fine and dandy. Well, I certainly am. I wish I'd taken a screenshot of England going bankrupt. We'll get that Old Alliance. We just gotta punch a path through England to get to them. Poor England. I haven't really been looking into my colonial range, but maybe I should do a bit of colonizing. I know it's the dullest thing in the world, but we haven't got much else going on. Don't want to fire Arthur, but we need an explorer, sadly. What a waste of points. He's got 1 point and not even where it matters. You there, get back home. We all know what market price your principles go for, Jake. You're such a cruel man, eh, Lucius? Explore the waters of North Sea. Okay. But we're going to call it there, since it is now 1 AM. I know I said maybe 2 hours of hell are set here, but that was kind of based on the assumption that I was going to crash and burn Scotland. I actually had a ton of fun here. And this is going to continue. I'm going to get the Old Alliance achievement and maybe something a little bit extra, which may even count as a run reset. But that's neither here nor there. What I will do is, I've got nothing much going on tomorrow, and bloody everything is going to be closed because it is Sweden, and these red days, I think they're called, are holy, about as holy as fika. So there will be more streams tomorrow. What time? Why don't we say that the Europa stream will resume at 2 PM Central European Summer Time, which is in 13 hours from now. There might be a pre-stream, or there might be a stream that pushes that on, but I will be live at 2 PM, let's say that. If you want to catch that, then you should probably feel bad for having nothing better to do, probably neglecting your family, your friends, but that's your decision to make. In any case, I'm off to bed now, or maybe save a little bit more of Terminia. I hesitate when I get to the Water Temple, or whatever the Majora's Mask equivalent is. But I'm out of here. Have a wonderful night, and whatever you do, just don't settle for grey skin. Good night.